hope you're doing well. A slight different background today. I have escaped for a couple of nights to a nice and quiet place. Let me see how I can see. Ah, there we are. Hi, Era, Bronte, Astara, Cassia. 144, it was, yes. Now I can't see it anymore. Or 1144. Hi, Ro, Pinky in the Brain, Shimmer and Soul. I hope you can all feel the cosmic activations completing our ascension, which is now. 441, I like that too. Also 1441. Yeah, so basically I am at a place, it's called the Ladies Island, which is not too far from Wexford, and it's kind of the oldest kind of Marian pilgrimage place. I've been here once before with Ima Quintero. Shout out to her, about 3 years ago, I think. So basically it has a lot of Mary energies here, and it's an island within a lake, and then it is basically the most northeastern point of Ireland, and then where the Atlantic Ocean and the Irish Sea meet. So it's been very nice and quiet. I really need to be in nature. I found a little place that was reasonable enough to rent for a couple of nights. Literally a shed, reconvened, but really, really nice. So, and it's close enough to the pilgrimage site, which I went to today, and I walked it barefoot. So my toes took a while to come back to life and for me to feel them again. Although it wasn't snowy, but it was most certainly a little bit frosty, a lot of grey. I'm going to post some pictures later or tomorrow that I took. Yeah, so as I said, I've been here before. It's very much connected to the mother and child wound healing right now, which is at the core of everything really. So Mary really is the mother of God. So Mary is really a title. It's a high priestess title of the divine feminine, also the water bearer. So this year is all surrounded by water, which is very conducive for our work. So why I'm also coming online today instead of just relaxing, as this is very conducive for that, is just to give, first of all, most importantly, is that over the next 13 hours to really put all of our focus into the grid work, okay? So now, light it up all the way, all from within, turn it all the way up, okay? Light up all the way from within, your diamond sun body, your avatar self, okay? And light it the fuck up. Because this is our time, this is how we are completing ascension, and that's what we're doing now. So it's the 12th and the 13th stargate also coming fully online. It's the full healing of the masculine, feminine, and really us merging matter and antimatter, which also the whole hierogamic union, the divine masculine, feminine merging is really about. And again, we're doing this cosmically. So I've been shown I've opened an interdimensional stargate system here, and they're ultimately all coming online collectively right now. So this is happening within your body. There's a lot happening with our feet chakras, hands, heart, third eye, crown, soul star areas. And the crown and the third eye are becoming one, and it's also called the Azura crown. I mean, you know, whatever we want to call it, and there are many levels and layers to this. Also the crystal palace activations, and then the crystal cathedral activations in the planet. Everything is quantum completing. And ultimately the Stargate, the 13th Stargate, is the connection to the Divine Mother. And that's through our heart. So your heart is your 13th Stargate, and it's your connection to Source. And that's especially what the masculine is reclaiming right now, because it's the disconnection from the matter to the spirit worlds. So the masculine, the feminine, and the heart and the mind and heart, that has caused us to feel the separation. So the original wound that we can all feel, which is ultimately from source, but then also from one another, because we see one another as separate, or we can feel it. So we're returning fully to God Source consciousness, where all of the illusions of separation are fully dissolving in this now. And this is completing, quantum completing all of our missions, all of our ascension. And I know I've talked about this for about maybe, I don't know, 1-2 months, but linear it is not anymore. This is fully the end of time, fully dissolved time. It doesn't exist anymore. It's all about frequency and alignment, and this is also us reclaiming our royal Lyran star codes, which is, we are all come into this universe, into creation through the Lion Stargate, which was blown up. So we're not just correcting and healing the Lemurian timelines, we are also connecting and healing the devastation and the Stargate blow-up that happened within the Lyran Stargate, which is connected to Ascension Earth, Aramatina, Aurora Earth, New Ascension Earth, however you want to call it, it's all the same. Which to me is 13D Earth. It's the full one true organic creatrix field. It's full God Source consciousness for all who have decided to ascend with us. And again, the only one who's dying here is the false ego. Everything else is the illusion, and you have to see through this right now in order to dissolve this. So it's happening right now, outside of time, fully quantum completing. Tune into the grids, tune into your own crystalline self, your crystal body, your Christ Sophia, the diamond sun God body fully igniting. And that brings online New Ascension Earth, and it's ultimately our true cosmic history records igniting, which is our true memories from within our cellular memory, within our DNA, which is holding the instruction sets on how our meta worlds manifest, along with the dark matter body. And that's all being corrected. It's all sealed in, it's all fully quantum completing, and you need to take time, space, and separation out of it fully completely for you to see the real truth. And really it's now for the masculine mind to fully surrender to the heart, which is already happening fully now. And it's what's quantum completing is the quantum paradigm shift within the one consciousness, and that's one, the numbers of the mind, or is one. So there's just a singularity of the mind, of the one consciousness. There are many words for it. And that's source, ultimately. So we're all part of that, and that's what we're merging with fully right now. So fully tune into that, let everything else go, fully surrender your false ego self, any remaining fears, doubts, worries, disbelief, all of that, fully to source. Just give it all away. Anything you think, just fully drop your mind into your heart, fully surrender. Keep listening to everything you're getting. The more you listen to your intuition, the more you get. The more you trust yourself, the more you will get, and you keep fine-tuning. You only learn through mistakes, getting it wrong, but you need to see what went wrong in order to correct it. So it's not about blaming, it's about taking and giving responsibility, where we need to see where we went wrong, have some remorse in order to correct this within our consciousness, aka DNA, aka blueprint, which brings your diamond avatar self fully online, already ascended, timelessly so, because you're just aligning with that consciousness, which is timelessly available. Your eternal self, your God self, fully anchored, merged, unified as one. Now, kuna ena tea kena, skus kuna tea. So done. So merge with that timelessly. Let it all go. Let it all go. Connect with nature. These are really strong energies. I felt I'm doing a lot of barefoot on the grass. Just renting this place reminds me so much. I need a garden. I need a place where it's nice and quiet. It makes such a difference. Oh my God. And just put your bare feet on the grass. Okay, your whole body, whatever. Dig yourself a hole in the earth if you want to. It will do you good. Because it's really helping you to anchor these really, really high energies right now. And they're coming through your feet chakra, through your crown, out from your heart in all directions. You're an 8-pointed star, through your hand chakras, So everything is being turned up. Our gifts, our abilities, our powers, our remembering, it's all interconnected. And this is also completing the whole pole shift, because this is also, again, the shifts in energetics between the masculine and feminine, and then fully merging, unifying as one. So that's fully completing right now. So the full completion throughout the stargate systems, also 11, 12, 13. And the 13 is truly within. It's in the center. And it's your heart. So your stargate is within. Tune in into your quantum wisdom, because you're here to complete ascension within yourself. So there's only one of us here. No, we're done now, not almost, done. You need to quantum. There is no more almost, everything present. That's the issue with words. Drop the words, drop the concepts. Drop the identification with form, with the body, with the material world. Let it all go right now, whatever happens. You need to remember this is fully an illusion, which is fully dissolving right now. However that may happen. Remember, you're the avatar in the game, okay? And also, because in my last video there were 2 parts of the update, but the first part, because of the strong energies and technical glitches, over 20 minutes were cut out. I was talking about, as far as I remember, about the masculine fully healing the mother wound as well, which we're all healing again, which is healing the mother-child wound, which is healing all of creation, because again they are one. So that's the Holy Trinity, and that's also the Holy Grail, and it's also the tri-wave of the new grid system, which is the opposites, the polarities unified within the 0-point field of the singularity, which is what we've been doing, and which is what is fully completing now as part of the divine union, because it's your masculine and feminine unified in divine union with God. So there is no more division between the 3 or you and all of creation. So there's nothing anymore to fear here. All separation, division, fences, defenses, nervousness, insecurities fully dissolves in this space. And with it, the false matrix. Quantum style. Right now. I cannot fucking push that enough right now. Again, it's not even coming from me, alright? Seriously, I'm not joking. This is coming from upstairs. Right, all the way back to source. Vertical alignment, connection. The source within, your sacred crystal heart. Okay, Merkaba, light body, fully igniting, fully activating right now. Skuna ina sinatera sukuna sheate. Because the staff and rod codes of the masculine and feminine, the cosmic triple solar masculine and feminine, fully online, fully rising. 69, it is fucking done. Uskuna ina shinakeate. Done. Okay, full alignment, full divine union, unity field, new earth, birthed, timelessly. Drop into the field in the totality of the singularity, let it all go, all judgments. Just surrender it all, okay, all fears. Because you can be in pain and whatever, and these upgrades are obviously very intense, because, you know, all blockages, any and all density, karmic load, all the artificial stuff, it's all quantum purging from your body, mind, soul, spirit. The physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, all quantum unifying, all of the multidimensional selves, all of the universes, dimensions, realities, realms, fully quantum merging, unifying as one, along with our multidimensional self. So, there's no small feat. We're completing this as one. Again, there is no division, there's no separation, there is no time, there is no space. No gravity, fully dissolves now as the supermagnetism of the cosmic mother fully returns to this realm and all. Done. 72. Skuna ina sina te. Triple helix DNA, the divine template of the 144 plus 3 as 1, fully ignited. Diamond rainbow sun body, fully ignited. Your diamond sun god body, fully ignited. Your God self, fully ignited. The original seed, the Christ seed, fully cleared, healed, balanced, harmonized, upgraded to its highest divine blueprint, fully ignited for our hearts, our God Christ seed atom, fully ignited, fully completing the supernova of the heart event, the cosmic heart awakening, fully unifying all as one within the totality of the singularity, fully collapsing the quantum standing wave function of the false matrix simulation, all false overlays, inserts, implants, false firmament, fully dissolved now in the space of pure true divine love that heals all. Skuna enate akena sukuna shetenata. Done, done, done. So it is. With the power of God that I am, and you are, and we all are. And we remember again our one true self, and there's only one of us here. So, done. So with all the auroras that I saw in the UK, I posted it on the community page. Some beautiful auroras in the UK. I wish here it's been grey. So the photos I will be posting are grey, mainly. Anyway, so we're working on it. The weather is a reflection and a projection of the consciousness. There's just a lot of grey in Ireland because there's a lot of heavy emotional energy here. There's a lot of layers of... It's the oldest, most ancient land, I do believe. So there are many layers of density here, which is why I've been clearing depression for like ever, in a sense. So anyway, all that is lifting now, quantum style. 777 was it today? I think it was a 682. I take a 777, it's one of my favorite numbers. Also, it's the quantum completion of all generational trauma and ancestral crap. Done. We got it. We've done it. All the curses, hexes, black magic, it's all done, 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 fully dissolved. All the interference patterns fully done, dissolved as you fully unify within yourself and your body, mind, soul, spirit as one. Done. All of this dissolves fully now. Fully, fully, fully. Time is so done. So, I see on your earth, I don't know if I can check my notes here. Oh, what I wanted to say, the auroras that are widely seen, what they also do is it's literally because the aurora host is part of the Andromeda galaxy, which connects us to the Lion Stargate again. So it's really hosting our ascension. So the auroras are more than just auroras. So they're really re-encrypting the meta worlds, the elementals, ourselves, and they're helping repair and heal all of this. So they are a very welcome sight, and that's what I'm going to see everywhere now. So new technicolors, okay, all new earth realities coming fully online, fully visible, and everything else dissolves now, okay, one way or another. It was a 777 and an 862. Yeah, I'm not even keeping track anymore. But one way or another, all of the solar flares, and I don't think it was a CME, it didn't look strong enough on the graph. And one way or another, this is all fully dissolved in the matrix. And we're doing this is all a divine orchestration. I mean, also I see very much the sun picking up. It's all connected to the sun god returning, which is the divine masculine returning as the solar self. And again, it's really an androgynous blueprint. So, but it's the divine mother as one within the masculine, in the feminine, within us all, rebirthing all of creation because we're all one. So we're doing this all as one. So although it's happening through the womb of creation, it's also within you, the same as source is within you. So it's all merging as one. So now we don't have anymore the difference and separation between the meta world and the spiritual realm, where you have this long trickle-down effect and it takes forever, the things we talk about, people like me, in the unseen, to then physicalize. But it will be almost instant. So this is what's also helping us, merging spirit and matter, or particle and antiparticle universes and self. This is also assisting us with then being able to manifest out of thin earth, literally. And that's because we have no more delay. It's all fully merged. So that's in the organic creatrix field, it's all one. So you have ultimately the cosmic womb is also within that end source. And I posted before and months ago, talked about it a little bit more. I wish I would know which video I talked about this in. Anyway, the central sun symbol, which is like a circle within a circle within a circle, is very much how the consciousness is now organized instead of a pyramidal consciousness scheme, so to say. We don't like pyramid schemes. So we're getting rid of that. Fully collapsing the pyramids within the circle, within the oneness, within the totality of the singularity, where all is one. Okay? All is rebirthed as one. The separation fully dissolves, so our separate ego self fully dissolves. So also what the masculine is afraid of, I think, or in general, the mind is, dissolving. It's like the ego is afraid of your sense of self getting lost, and it's not. You're just getting rid of your false self, and you're rebirthing as your true self, which is your God self, which is all. But we're also, again, unifying this within our own God sovereign self, without being some almighty God, which is, in charge of everything, because we understand everybody is part of us. So we're all co-creating this as one. And once you are fully in union with Source, you're always co-creating in divine alignment with and in service to all. Not just yourself, not just to others, but to all. So that's what we're unifying here, the service to self, service to others, as service to all. Because we need to look after ourselves, but we also always need to consider others. So, because sometimes also in actions, things that maybe your human ego mind doesn't think it would influence others, does also cause harm. It's not just actions, it's also inactions. Because we're all interconnected through the quantum field, through quantum entanglement, because we're all one. So again, we're all influencing one another in the field with our moods, with our actions, with our thoughts, behaviors, but ultimately it's a big happening, which is what we're fully surrendering now. So once you can fully surrender control and just are being guided by your heart, believe me, you will always be fine. Again, it doesn't mean that you are careless or reckless or anything like this. This is you in divine union with Source. It's you being guided by spirit, okay, by higher intuition, not by your false ego self, which gets you into all kinds of situations and troubles. So, I mean, we've talked about this more. It's beyond words, truly. You have to, nobody, no one activation, teacher, training, I don't know, belief system will ever, just do Ascension for you. It's a very unique path for each one of us, and we've all done it together, ultimately. So it's all done as one. And there's not just one path, although it's the middle path within the extremes, because we're trying to find balance within the polarities. So that's what we're doing here, again, as one. But it's not some false projection of some perfection, heaven on earth, which is just, everything is just all the time happy, all the time excited. You know what I mean? That would be too much in one polarity as well. So the same as when we try to be too much in our light and we are then denying our shadow, which breeds you not being able to be in alignment with your true self and with your, being in integrity, because you have too high standards of yourself. You're giving yourself a hard time, which in itself usually creates more of that which you don't want to do. So what you need to do is, first of all, love all the things up you want to change about yourself. Then more focus on the things that are already good about you. I find it's usually just a general, organic, if you just let it flow instead of like forcing and trying to control your ascension and expansion of consciousness, the easier this flows. You can be in pain without suffering. It's all mental, emotional, physical, spiritual balance and mastery, ultimately. And again, doesn't mean you don't go through extremes, but you just don't get out of control anymore. You learn how to master it, your emotions, your thoughts, because the more emotions you can switch on and master, the more comes online. Because again, these are our gifts and abilities, our extrasensory gifts, which are our superpowers. So again, our emotions, which it's the emotion and the spiritual body was split, the same as the heart and the mind. So that's what we're unifying, again, together with the spiritual light bodies. Loads of layers, 12 layers, altogether to 13. Okay, so there's a lot more than just 5 dimensions, layers, and whatever. But we're simplifying here, because the ultimate truth goes beyond words, beyond compartmentalization, beyond judgments, beyond our idea of how this works, what needs to happen, and how it's going to happen, and when, and all of that. So let it all go, fully surrender to Source, knowing that it's already so. Keep listening to your guidance, the instruction sets that are within, which I'm also helping you unlock as you're listening to me, is what is held within each one of us in our DNA. So we all have individual instruction sets that are basically informing our DNA on how to transform the meta world. So as we change our beliefs and thought forms, the way we perceive things, our DNA aligns with our true self, because we're aligning with God's source consciousness. Whoops. And that ignites your divine blueprint, which is, again, aligned with God's source consciousness. And this is very much about the 12-13, now fully merging, unifying, ignited at stargate level, divine unions. It's on all levels. Everything is fully completing. The poles, I'm seeing it. The whole shift, it's done. Okay, any freaking second now. We're fully done here. And where was I getting at that? Let go of thinking how, when, all of that. Okay, just keep dropping into the totality of the singularity, which is everything, which is nothing, just totally dissolving. Just keep letting go of any worries or thoughts that come into your mind like little clouds that are drifting off in the sky right now. Okay, it's just repeat. It's just repeat. I mean, unless, again, if there's something deep for you to resolve, ask, okay, to be shown. I mean, it's really the crystal clarity is there. All the interference is lifting, all the confusion, all of that. Okay, it's all igniting from within you. The true cosmic history records, the truth that arises from within, that's everlasting. And there is an ultimate truth, as in the source self, that you are an eternal self and that you're consciousness, but that consciousness is constantly expanding and growing and evolving. So there's no end to that. But there are certain universal truths, cosmic truths, yes, that we are remembering right now, which are ultimately the core instruction blueprints, instruction sets of your diamond sun God body, which is 13 physicalized dimensional strands, which is though 15 dimensional frequency bandwidth, fully now activating, returning, I don't know, since yesterday, day before, fully the threefold flame, threefold founder flame within our hearts. I mean, we don't do time anymore. It's just fully activated now, all quantum completing, no more time. Just dissolve into this. It's all here, it's all igniting. Just keep merging with that quantum style. Yeah, body chills, there you go, 111, that's what I'm here for, okay? Seriously, even if my texts are sometimes long, that also comes with this post. I mean, I have to write them, all right? Like, there's a lot that goes into all of this. Anyway, these are activations, clears, it really helps you clear, heal, balance, harmonize, upgrade, activate your whole field, DNA, all of that, instruction sets within you. I mean, again, it can't do it for you, but it assists, okay? So reading, listening to what I'm sharing, and again, the people you feel, you know, drawn to will help you do that. Okay, and that's what we do for one another. Like, I started speaking light language through listening to others and then being pushed as well. So, you know, and everything ultimately happens for our own good, but we need to be able to see where did we went wrong. Like, I was thinking today, all of literally the pilgrimage I've completed today of the last 4.5 years especially, but it really goes beyond that. And, you know, not really having a home and all of that. Or feeling like I have a home, which I never really have felt properly, I think, in this life. Temporarily, anyway. But what was I getting at? Lost in home. And again, the home thing is so much connected to us fully unified as our multidimensional selves, because this is New Earth and infinite abundance coming online. You don't need to worry about your basic needs being met anymore, whatsoever. Like, we are good here. I mean, I've seen this for a long time. It's just a question of, oh my God, how long do I need to, like, you know, stay where I'm at, and, you know, kind of, we all had to get along or, you know, put up with certain things, especially over the last 3 years, obviously. And we've all been doing our best one way or another to deal with this and the heaviness of everything that we've been lifting. So home is in the heart. It's fully been ignited now, our new earth, which is heaven on earth, which is our true home, the only real reality there ever was, through us fully being at home with our multidimensional selves, which is you fully, you know, having healed, which is fully collectively quantum completing now. We have fully cleared and healed all of our collective wounds and traumas. It's done. Cosmically so, throughout time and space. The one heart, mind, soul, cosmic monad is fully healed, fully unified as one right now, fully rebirthing itself. And all of creation through the cosmic womb of the cosmic mother that lives within us all in all things. Skunayena sinatera sukuna shinatea kenateta susuna shinahi. Tunayena keayai. Tunasinateate 88 Sutatanata 34 7 And purity leads to abundance for us all, which is now. Purity of the heart, purity of intent. Get rid of your toxic thought forms. Never mind what you think is toxic. Stop projecting toxicity out there. Seriously. I really mean this. Really, really important, okay? Override all with what you want to see right now. Fully let the false realities go. Fully burn them up. Burning down the house is the song that has been in my head all day. In a really good way, just all that's false and artificial. This is not about destruction whatsoever. All I'm here for is to totally avoid that. And even though I try to avoid this winter, so to say, I mean, it's gone as good as we could make it, with as much ease and grace as possible. If you think about all that could have happened, it's not so bad. Okay? It could always be worse. The same with our own situations. So we fully focus now on the gratitude that we have for being the vessels for Source to work through us, the miracles that we came here to manifest, which is New Earth right now, through our blueprints. We hold the blueprints. Okay, so it's happening through us. Just surrender. And then the instruction sets ignite from within. The more you listen to your heart and follow your intuition, which is your inner voice talking to you, the more comes in. The more ignites. Party. If you clear, you clear. Just no expansion, contraction. You know, like we've been through a lot of like bliss and heavy clearings. But it's all good. Just try to surrender to it. Don't resist anymore. Don't fight. Don't run away. Don't freeze. Don't limit yourself. Just shine bright in all your truth right now. Okay? This is it. For you to shimmer and shine and light it all up. Like all the way up. Okay? Let's light it all the way up like the diamond sons of God that we are. That's what we came here for. Okay? So drop into the gratitude for your journey. In the end, once you healed all the trauma and wounds, which is quantum completing for us collectively now, we can laugh at the shit like the bad dream that it was, because that's what it's going to feel like. Once you know, once you've healed and transcended something and someone brings it up, you're just not interested in it anymore. I think we all have had these experiences. So, and it's ultimately down to the inversions within the consciousness that got us here. And we've talked about this plenty. So let it all go. Buddhic mind is coming fully online. It goes beyond the thinking, trying to figure it all out, okay? Just drop into the nothingness, into the oneness, everything, in the totality of the singularity that you are, which is true divine love, which is God, which is Source, whatever you want to call it. It's beyond words. Okay, and we're all part of this, so remember this. It's everything connected. And yeah, these auroras, I didn't finish that, I never do. They help us also clear and heal the distorted red wave and violet ray, inverted violet ray, which have been very much the reason or part of why we see and the artificial timelines and realities and negative alien technologies. So all of that shit is gone. So override it, okay? Don't be afraid of 5G, whatever. Tune in, see love coming from everywhere, from the screens, from the trees, from the mountains, from the grass, from your heart, from your third eye, from your crowns. Just radiate love everywhere. But again, you still have your discernment and, you know, everything in check. You just, if you're your true self, speaking your truth in every now moment, you have your boundaries in check and your discernment. But you need to obviously, you know, find your true self first of all. And we've been talking about this. So if you want to, go back onto other videos. If you want a little brush up, always, it's really fun. Also, you can do this with books or anything really, also with videos. If you want to kind of like ask a question or just get a message, just go to a random video somewhere within the video, like a random time, or within a book, just open it somewhere randomly and put your finger somewhere, and you actually find a really fun message. It really works. It's a little bit like, you know, how tarot cards work. I mean, ultimately, it's just symbology. It's your reality, and you are also reading symbols the way, you know, depending on your belief system. So number sequences mean different things to everyone, and there's a higher technology and consciousness behind them as well. And the same as, you know, symbols, or, you know, if I see a robin, it means, you know, there are certain meanings we might have in common, that if we look up on the internet, what is the, you know, spiritual meaning, total meaning of a robin, that will be the same across the border, but you still have your own little unique perspective of it. So embrace that, okay? That's part of you and every one of us seeing reality in our own unique way. And that's what makes up the whole, because God wanted to experience itself through all of these unique lenses and fractals, but we're also unifying all as one now. So one agreed upon reality that serves all, which is heaven on earth, but it also has balance, because if we are focusing too much on wanting to be light, we are not acknowledging our shadow, which is pure gold, okay, as the alchemists that we are. We're turning it all back to gold. And this is us, you know, turning heartbreak back into love, fear into love, all of this toxic energies in our land, air, water, everywhere, back into purity, through a pure heart that purifies your whole body, mind, soul, spirit right now, okay? At one with the mind, masculine, feminine, fully unified, fully healed. Divine union is bringing fully online the cosmic reunion, right now, right here. All of the artificial timelines fully dissolved, all of the crap fully dissolved, and we are fully free now. So tune into that. I hope you can feel that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. It does help. Any donations, thank you so much for all your support in all ways, shapes and forms. And I hope all that I have shared today is going to help you to further ignite this a little bit more. In my last video, you can look up, I didn't enter it here because I'm just on my phone and there are certain settings I don't have access to. But if you want to access still the last group call or the one before, the twin flame call or the diamond avatar self and the diamond grid activations, the end of time, very powerful time to tune into this again. And if you have already got access to that, if you feel called to, tune into that again. But in any way, shape or form, tune into the grids, bare feet on the grass. I'm telling you guys, just do it, all right? Even if it's icy, just for a couple of minutes or so, it really helps. 222, it's done. Divine love is here. All new beginnings is here, okay? It's done, really. It's, yeah, no more words needed. So tune into the field, especially over the next 12 to 13 hours, okay? And let's light it all the way up. Although we don't do time and it's timeless, but that's what I'm being shown. That's why I'm ultimately coming online here today. So just a little reminder, if you feel guided to, in any which way, through your heart, connect to this. You don't even need to be, you know, on Earth. It's happening ultimately within you, but us connecting to Earth's heartbeat, and it really helps your whole system to really calm down and anchor all these solar energies. It really helps your nervous system. It heals you on all layers and levels. Look up grounding or earthing. It's really, really, I mean, it helps with so many things. So thank you so much for being here, and keep being that. Keep being you are right now, right here. Keep merging with your diamond avatar self. It's already here, already ascended, already ignited. Timelessly so, and for so it is. For so it was written and spoken, and so it is done. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is. So speak it, write it, sing it, paint it, dance it into creation right now. 1, 2, 3, we are full lift off, plasma wings, fully open now, ready to fly, teleportation, bilocation, multiple location, fully igniting our Merkaba, our Christ and Merkaba, diamond rainbow plasma light body, okay? Taking off fully right now. So I see you on your earth, that's it. Already here, already done. Heaven on earth ignites fully from within. Inside your sacred crystal heart. So the Christ within, fully reborn, the Christ seed atom, fully ignited, fully cleared, healed, fully activated, original divine blueprints, plus upgrades, the original divine organic creatrix field, fully remembered right now, along with our cosmic history. It is done. Love you guys. Speak it out loud. Don't just listen to me, okay? Speak it forth. Call it forth. Call forth and reconnect with the divine co-creator that you are. Now. All of your magical self. All right? So much love, so many blessings. Bye, 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 bye. So much love. I just need to figure out how to stop this. Bye.